Welcome to the most talked about podcast. It is the Real Talk with BRG, and today we are super excited to be here again to give you another smashing episode. Today is going to be very exciting because we're talking to someone really important, really special, and he is in our hot seat today. But before I even tell you who he is, you know my name is Ria Abdul, and I do this with
Sarah Smiles. You're warmly welcome.
How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Although
nice.
I feel a little cold.
Cold? Where should you be when you're cold now? You know where to be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, today we're going to be talking to the president of BRG himself. He just recently got appointed as president, and he's been doing a remarkable job. Over 10 years in the industry, he's continued to show that when you think it, you can do it. He's an astute businessman. He gives a lot of advice that when you listen to him, you know that once you pick his advice, you can make it in the world. From Ajegule to where we see him right now. Let's welcome Dr. Emmanuel Abikoye.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
President
High five. Mr. President, how are you doing?
The nation.
Mr. President, before we even say anything, I want to know, how does it feel like?
To be the president.
How do you feel? Because I see the steez, I see your watch, I kind of feel it. But how does it feel like?
Yeah, still with composure, right?
I mean, 100%.
I feel great. I feel it's a good one, being appointed to be the next president of the BRG, which is the biggest real estate brokerage platform in Africa. So I feel great. I feel good.
Great.
And I feel achieved.
I see it all over you. I do see it.
Honestly, and I'm really inspired by you.
Thank you so much.
100%.
I appreciate you guys.
But,
I appreciate you.
But let's delve deep into it. Today we're going to talk about the challenges, we're going to talk about the trends, just everything that has to do with real estate.
Yes.
And we're very happy because we have you, and I know that you're very solid in real estate, so you're the best person to have this conversation with. But before we even want to go into that, I want to talk about you. I know your background. I know that the whole world kind of knows your background.
Yes.
We sell that Ajegunle to riches, Ajegunle to where you are right now. But I just want you to quickly take me through, that background, that chief coach that most people do not know about.
Just like you said, I grew up in Ajegunle, and I'm the third of 6 children in the family, and the background was kind of very rough, and it's not easy getting to this current position that I am currently, because I have to see myself throughout schools. I have to do different kind of menial jobs, to see how I can stay out there and up there where I am today. You agree with me that Ajegunle is a city that we have limited information. So for you to be a great person in life, so out of the little information that is available, that is what I and my partners, we leverage on to make sure that we keep on improving ourselves. We keep on learning, we keep going for different trainings, different seminars on empowerment, on work creation, how to make money, Yeah, most times we leverage on that online informations that we get online, just to make sure that we become a better person. And along the line, that's when real estate come in. So out of our journey in life to see that we get information to stay ahead, that is when the information about real estate also came in, and we jumped on it, and here we are today.
But talking about Ajegunle, I know that Ajegunle has produced, so I'm not Nigerian, but I know that Ajegunle has produced some great people. Vicky James Ajegunle, Sujimoto Ajegunle,
very few of
BRG
them,
Ajegunle. There are a couple of people that I can't remember their names, that I know that have all come out from Ajegunle. I want you to tell me, I think there's that spirit to leave the place. When you were born and brought up there, there's that spirit to do better, because there are a lot of successful people from there.
There's this does not occur to every other person in Ajegunle, because I know Ajegunle very, very well. And I'm very, very inspired by all these people, including you, coming out from Ajegunle. What is that source? Or also, just to include to a question, how did you get to know real estate and knowing fully well that you can make it through this platform?
Yeah, thank you. From the name itself, Ajegunle. Aje means wealth. In Yoruba, Aje means wealth. Then when you say Ajegunle, this is where wealth resides.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what it means?
Yes, so that's what it means. So I'm not surprised when you can keep counting
Yeah,
the
we
list.
have
A
a
lot of
lot of
people that come out from that part of the city in Lagos State, and they are doing well today. So I think it's kind of nature. It's natural that if you are
From there.
from this particular
Yes.
position, particular location in Lagos, and then you have the available resources, you have the available informations that you can leverage on.
It's easy
Yeah,
to
it's
to
easy.
pick up.
Yeah, it's easy for you to pick up.
But if there's something I want to say, okay.
Because while growing up,
Yeah.
we are exposed to a whole lot. We want to just make things for ourselves. We want to make money for ourselves. When you came out from a family that's not well to do, we live in one room. Myself, my mom, my dad, my 6 other siblings in one room, in a BQ, in a boys' quarter. There's this face me and face you.
Face
kind
me,
of-
I slap you.
Yeah, face me and face you. When you have the main compound, face me and face you, then you have the extension, which is the boys' quarter.
Yeah.
So our own house happens to be in the extension, which is the boys' quarter. So we call it boys' quarter. You call it BQ there.
So that means you are the poorest of the poor.
Yeah, the poorest of the
Okay.
poor. Yeah. And, coming out from that kind of background, you want
Yeah.
to see how you can make things happen for you and your family. So at our very early stage in life, we get exposed to a lot of things which I think help in
Reform you.
reshaping
Reshape you.
our thinking. You want to, there's no food at home, you want to make sure that there's money to buy food.
To buy food.
You want to go to school. When you get admission into the higher institution, there's no money to pay your school fees. You go out there to look for job. So it gives you that kind of
Informs
early
you.
exposure. Like it's you have seen life in the worst part.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of
Reforms you.
thing reform a lot of people that
Yeah.
comes out from that region.
But which is beautiful, the fact that we can all laugh about it now. It was something really bad then, but now we can laugh about it. And it's very laudable. I'm really happy for you guys. You
Yeah.
guys
I think it
have
should
gone
be
a
an
long way.
inspiration.
Because I can relate to it because I'm not from a family that has it all. And I also know how that adrenaline that is pushing you, that you must make it, you must have it, you must provide, And I'm happy that you guys have finally gotten that gratification.
And this should be an inspiration for every other person in Ajegunle, that if people like this can make it, they can also make it, because we have different people with different mentality.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you. We have a lot of raw talent, raw gold in that particular location
Yeah.
where you have increase in population, where you have a lot of
Yes.
people. It's a tendency that poverty will abound.
Yes.
And also because poverty abound, there are other influences that you experience in that kind of a place that makes some people, because you have the good people and also you have the bad people.
ones, yeah.
So when you have information that you can leverage on in life to take you to the next level, you
Take advantage,
take advantage
of
of
the
it.
opportunity.
And also in the other way around, we are also exposed to some other things. But when you weigh your options, you see that, this one is what I have to go for.
Yeah.
Then you go
just
for the
have
one
to
that
do it.
suits
You know, it's just beautiful to hear this. And I know we have a lot of people watching from Ajegunle. It just shows that
Yes.
once you have a dream, it's possible.
Very
There's
possible.
nothing that you cannot achieve under the
Yeah.
sky, because once you think it, you,
You
can
can do
achieve
it.
it.
Exactly.
But let's talk about BRG as a whole. This company is one that I will drop. I salute you guys over and over again. Not because BRG has really helped me and influenced everything I've done in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I would definitely give it to BRG. BRG are one of the reasons I am who I am today. So I definitely say a big thank you to them. And you guys have also created a lot of champions, a lot of people who are doing really well. But let's talk about the company as a whole, where you guys have gotten to, the dream, where it's going to. And now as the president, I want you to enlighten
And
me
where
more
it
on
started as well.
We all know how they started. So
Well,
I want
some
us to
people
tell us where
watching
they are
might not
going.
know.
Where they are going is what matters now.
Yeah, but I think it's
sorry.
actually good
Yeah.
when you take it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
We already started, just like I said, in our quest for survivor, we come across real estate, and for me personally, I started real estate very early in life because just like I said, I see myself through school. So I think my first encounter in real estate was around 2009.
How old were you then?
2009.
I'm just using style to know your real age. Continue.
Yeah. But yeah, I got into real estate around 2009. Then I was where I worked as when I did my IT. So after leaving go back for my because I attended Kwara State Polytechnic.
Okay.
So after doing my ND, so the company that I work for as an IT student, so when I went back for my HND, and the boss, the owner of the company, actually has a project that he was executing then in Ilorin. So he asked me if I can also supervise the project. So because I know that if I supervise, definitely I'm still going to be making
something.
one or two things. So I jump on it. So that happens to be my first encounter with real estate. So, but for BRG, BRG started in 2016.
Yeah.
In 2016.
By the way, we know what BRG means, but for the audience sake, what's the full meaning of BRG?
Billionaires Realtor, come on.
I wanted you to say it to tell.
Billionaire Realtors Group.
If you wake a baby up, they'll tell you.
Yeah, Billionaire Realtors Group. We started in 2016. Actually, we came after myself and my partner, Benga Deleke and Tony Aspire. You know, like I said earlier, we do a lot of different businesses. We jump on different jobs. You know, then when BRG came, when real estate came, we started in 2015. Then as we journey into the business, we say, oh, this is a business that we want to do. What we like see it as what we can carve a niche out for ourselves. So we decided to make it and stay on it. So by then we decided to float Billionaire Realtors Group, which is the collective effort of myself, Aspire, and Mega Boys. Was pioneered by Aspire then. In collaboration together, we floated the brand BRG.
Collaboration.
And we saw opportunities in the business, and it involves you also see how you can help other people to grow. Because from where we came from, like I said earlier, we have limited resources, we have limited informations, and we see it as a business model that we can adopt to also see how we can also help other people. Because we are in already. We've seen the delight. We've seen that, oh, this is something that we can leverage on to take us from the level we are to the next level. And we see that, oh, if we do this thing very well, we can also help in bringing other people out of that shackles of poverty, out of that unemployment. And that is how the brand has been able to keep increasing the numbers up to the current position we are now. I think we have over 95,000 real estate professionals now on the BRG.
Amazing work.
Yeah,
But where is the brand going to? Like, you know, where's the destination? I don't want to say final destination because I know you guys are going to keep going upward and upward and upward. But where is it going to get to that it's going to be like a gratification point for you to say that, oh, we came together, we formed this, and, you know, this is where we had in mind for it to be, and it's there now.
Yes.
Yeah, where BRG is going is still very far because, you know, our slogan it says we rise by lifting others. And we carefully choose that because, like what I said earlier, we see opportunity and we see how we can bring in more people to also leverage on the same opportunities, the same information that we have, so they also can become a better version of themselves. And to the glory of God, we've been able to create a lot of millionaires. Yeah, a lot of millionaires have come out from BRG. A lot of real estate developers out there today that are doing very well. They have come out of BRG. A lot of successful realtors. If you have to name it, like maybe out of 100%, I can tell you that at least 70% of the successful realtors you see out there today, they are from BRG. One way or the other, they are connected with the BRG brand. So likewise, some real estate developers that you see out there that are doing massively well now on their own, they all came out from the BRG brand. So I see BRG going a long way to also see how we can help in creating more job opportunity, creating employment opportunity, taking people out of poverty and contributing our own quota to making sure that we help in reducing the unemployment rate in the country.
You know, but
sorry,
let me
are
just
there
say
any
this. When you talk, I just want to follow up with what he said. You know, talking about taking people out of poverty.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been doing it, but do you guys have anything in mind of like maybe arranging something for the people, the youth of Ajegunle, to real estate? You know, have you guys thought about it?
Yes. We since the beginning of BRG, we started with trainings.
No, I mean specifically to Ajegunle.
Yeah. I'm going there. You know, we started with empowerment, try empower people, giving them knowledge and all of these things, and we have created the BRG Eye Care out of the BRG. So the BRG Eye Care, it means eye and care. Yeah. So it's our foundation that we want to use to see how we can also empower people in Ajegunle.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we should be having an outreach by next month, I think.
Definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to
So
that.
we should be having an
I
outreach.
think it's
outreach
actually
and-
high time because that's where you
Yes.
came out from. I think because I know you guys have helped a lot of people, but I just feel like it would be nice to narrow it down to where you are coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
And that will really
exactly,
inspire a lot of people.
exactly.
All
We
right,
have-
Sarah.
Yeah.
Are there any challenges you faced so far and challenges you're looking forward to resolving in BRG?
For BRG, we faced a lot of challenges, most especially when we started, because we almost lost BRG. Like we lost the platform like 3 different times.
Wow.
Like, but it is because of the value that we give. You know, when we formed BRG, BRG was formed to see how we can correct a lot of things that is not right in the system, in the real estate system. And like then when we joined real estate, then we were just selling. Oh, you can sell this and make money for yourself. Oh, we just jump on any product and start selling. But along the line, I told you, we now say, oh, let's carve a niche for ourselves in this business so we can be doing it the right way. So any product that comes our way, we make sure that we do the due diligence. And from that alone, we're able to discover that a lot of errors
Being made.
that have been made. So we started seeing how we can correct all of these things, like position ourselves. If any developer brings any product and say this, we do our due diligence first. If it is not right, we tell the developer, oh, we will not be able to go on with the sales of this project that you are bringing. And that is part of the beginning of the problem that we face. You know, because when you are telling developers, I'm not going to sell this, it doesn't have the right title. Then they start feeling, will you be the one to dictate for me?
Exactly.
You know, stuff like that. So they try to blackmail you, you know. And sometimes people have asked me, like some developers that want to join BRG say, why is the BRG always fighting developers? I say, why we say BRG fight developers? Or you see how sometimes BRG starts a relationship with a particular developer, before you know it, they drop
Goes
the
down the
relationship.
drill,
It's because of stuff like this. You know, when you discover how things should be done right so that we can afford future problems. But a lot of most of these guys will see it like maybe you are challenging
Because
them or you are trying
it's really
to...
sad that a lot of people do not like to hear the truth.
Yes.
And when you tend to tell them the truth, you now become the bad person. So you people have to be used to a lot for them saying that you are a bad person because you are trying to say what is right. And if there's anything I know about the brand is that you guys are just. You guys always follow the procedure like it should be like this, it should be correct. And that's what has kept you to this point.
Exactly.
know.
You know, and that is one of the core values that BRG had. A lot of realtors out there, if you ask them, why are you still with BRG? Why? They tell you because they make sure that they do due diligence and
I've
they
asked a
understand
lot,
the
so-
industry. And
So I know I've asked a lot
important.
about that. But let's go to networking because I know that, one of the reasons the company has stood tall over time is how you people are able to network. I love it. You know, I see videos of them, you know, parties, events, you know, networking. And there's something I remember when we spoke to Dr. Tony Aspire, he also mentioned how networking is very vital and how you all have used networking as a power to continue to stand tall. And also, I know that a lot of people do not also understand the power of networking, you know, because people just feel like, I don't want to go to this event. I don't want to do that. But coming from you, coming from three musketeers, like I like to call them, who have built a reputable brand from also networking. I want you to just enlighten, you know, some of the people watching how networking has helped to build, you know, the brand so far.
Yeah, there's this sayings that said, your network is your net worth. Yeah. So you need to understand that and then see how you can leverage on it to make sure that you network. You cannot build a successful brand without you seeing how you can network.
True.
And we created that atmosphere within the BRG through our trainings, conference, seminars that we organize. You know, through all of most of all of these things that we did, a lot of people have been able to get to know each other. They have been able to build. In fact, people met themselves in the BRG family and they have started business together, like float companies together, just because they are a member of the brand. So we don't joke with networking in BRG, and it has helped us a lot. It has helped the brand a lot to get to the current position that we are.
But still on networking, for a young company that wants to, you know, wants to be big. You know, we just say networking, but networking is a bit difficult as well, because there's some kind of gatherings that you enter that you have to look a certain path before you can even network with a big person. You cannot want to meet the Otedolas, the Tony Lumelus, and you are not dressed properly and all of that. So if we just talk, because I'm a realist and I like to be real to people watching. If we just tell people networking is great, how do they go about it for a young company that wants to meet the bosses, that wants to meet them, chief coach? Of course, chief coach, if I come to you looking shabby, you're not going to follow me talk.
Not have that time at all.
You know? So, I want you to like break it down for us.
So let me start this way. You see, the business model that BRG adopted is network marketing business model. So if you want to actually make the money in this real estate, it's not about the direct sales that comes directly to you. It's about people that you introduce, you network with, people you meet in your church, you meet in gatherings, people you meet in places. You tell them about the gospel of real estate and how they can empower themselves with what we are offering to also make good things for themselves. So that side of business already has made the networking kind of very easy. And we make sure that we put out the adequate trainings, adequate informations to make sure that people understand the networking process. How to meet with people, you know, how to brand their business, how to dress, you know, postures and all of these things, to make sure that you attract the right kind of people.
How to build value.
Even in these sales that you are trying to make, you need to also network to be able to make these sales. You need to network to be able to get guys that will buy from you. Just like you said, if you want to approach me, it is the way you dress that you'll be addressed. So we'll make sure that we do constant trainings. We'll come up with the BRG Academy, which is also a citadel of learning for realtors who want to be a better salesperson. So, and a lot of our realtors that have attended the BRG Academy can testify to the fact that they've gained a lot from this, and they've been able to use it to improve themselves in their sales, in their prospecting, and in their networking. And currently, we also signed a partnership deal with the London Real Estate Academy, and so, which is also an avenue for people to learn most of these things and how to use it to grow.
And that differentiates agents from realtors, real estate professionals.
Yes, exactly. Because when you attend most of these trainings, you get exposed, you understand your left from right.
Better. And I just think generally, like, not even to real estate only. I think networking is power. You know, in any
Yes.
field that you are, you know,
Collaboration.
you need to collaborate with people. You need to meet people. You cannot just be in
Yeah.
your comfort zone
And
and think that you can make it
And in
happen.
BRG a
Yeah.
lot, we preach a lot of collaborations because
Yes.
from our own standpoint, like myself and my partners, you know, been together in business for over 20 years.
Yeah.
All the other businesses we've done in the past, all the other things we've done before real estate. So we've known each other practically going to
You guys are
almost
brothers.
30
even.
years. So that collaboration, we
Yeah.
preach it
One
a
person
lot.
could not
Because
have.
one person cannot,
Exactly.
you can't, because when you work with one or two people, you'll be able to check and balance. You'll be able to
Get some other
check
opinion.
yourselves.
Yeah.
But if it's just one person that takes decisions, sometimes you make wrong decisions and you think you are
decision.
making the right one. At the end of the day, might affect.
Yeah. And that's
And
why
the
there's
most-
the adage says that one broom can definitely not sweep alone.
Yeah.
No, one
You need
problem.
to put it together. But the
Yes.
world of real estate has been fantastic. I would say that Nigeria has done really, really well when it comes to real estate because I'm Ghanaian and I know how our real estate is there. You know, even I'm supposed to be very proud of where I come from. I'm proud. But
But then
we
Nigeria
also
is the
we also know that
second
Nigerians chief coach. We also know that Nigeria.
I have my own to say now.
We also know that when it comes to
Blow
real
your
estate,
whistle,
in
let
Ni-
me blow
we
my
also
own
know
whistle.
that when it comes to real estate, I really would give it to Nigerians because they have done remarkably well.
Yes.
You know, not just in their buildings, in their networking, in everything. I'll give it to them. And I know that BRG has also, in one way or the other, like played a huge role. You know, to the success of real estate in Nigeria. Safe to say I said it, but what would you tell me are some of the significant things that you feel that, BRG has added, to make it great? But before then, speak about the Ghana you want to speak. You've been to Ghana before. What do you think about our real estate? Okay, let me ask you, Candid, what do you think about our real estate in Ghana? We're not doing bad, actually.
Yeah, your real estate in Ghana is evolving, it's growing, but it's not comparable to what is achievable
what
in
is
Nigeria.
right,
Because
yeah.
and I think most real estate in Ghana is overpriced.
They actually pay in dollars. But Nigeria is the same thing.
No, it's not the same.
There's
in
a
Nigeria.
difference.
It's not
No,
the
but
same.
wait, but don't they pay in dollars in Nigeria as well?
Some of them.
Naira is our
Naira
currency
is-
now, so you have to
yes.
pay. Even if you advertise in dollars, at the end
Yeah.
of the day, you pay in
Oh,
Naira.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know that some properties that they advertise in they just do the conversion, and I think most people are not doing that because of the fluctuation in the FX
Yeah, true,
rate in the
true.
market. For BRG contribution to Nigerian real estate sector, I can say that BRG has done massively very well. Last December, we had a program, and our father of the day, who is the Oni of Ife,
Okay.
the Ojaja too, when he was speaking, he said he left real estate when he was called to become the king. He left real estate, I think around 7-8 years ago, and the way he left real estate is not the same way that it is now.
It is now. True.
And BRG started almost about that time.
That time, yeah.
So I can say categorically with facts that BRG contributed massively to the growth of real estate that we are experiencing
Nigeria.
here in Lagos today.
Bam. As you said that, let us
No
drop
cap.
it. Bam.
No cap.
cap.
Yes, I'm not capping. Most especially on this island.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't just be mentioning figures that
Of
we've
course.
done for real estate developers. Real estate developers in the limelight that you can check fact
Yeah.
their portfolio from when they started with us and where they are today.
today.
Most properties that we've sold in the past along this region. So, and aside that fact, also, like I said earlier, we've been able to create employment.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is where I wanted to
Yeah,
hammer
we'll
on.
be able to
Yeah.
empower people to stand on their own. We'll be able to teach people, yeah, how to make out. We've not only give them fish, we teach them
How to fish.
Yeah. And with that, I believe BRG contributions cannot be.
It cannot just be swept under
Yes.
under the carpet,
And
Yeah.
This is very inspiring, right? Amazing news happening, from BRG. However, we hear news about the demolition and what's happening. Is BRG affected in any way with regards to the news in different locations in Nigeria? And also, what would you like to say with regards to poor housing? You know, we hear news about demolition and also news about, you know, collapsing of houses in Nigeria. So I'd really like us to touch a bit on that, you know, with regards to how BRG has come in and if BRG has been affected in any way.
Yeah.
But
Currently-
let me take you, even before we do this, I'm going to ask you something. I know a lot of people are very scared when it comes to government, and that's why I wanted to really pinch you with this question, because you say you are no dogu, you are not afraid of anything. So do you think that the government have done well with the demolition? And I'm saying it in this way because I've had conversations with people that now tell me that it is politics. You know, they want to demolish somebody's house because it's an Igbo man. Do you get my point? I'm sure you know where I'm coming from. And, you know, is it now politics? Do you also think that, because I saw a tweet from Mr. Tokumbo Wahab when this guy, what? Please don't let them arrest me. Why do you hiss? Okay. When JV, is it JV, the guy that wanted to be governor of Lagos? JV, is it JV? What's his name? That tall, fine guy.
Yeah, from Labour Party.
Yeah, that fine, tall guy. Where he put something on Twitter. I'm talking about the environment.
Really fine, you see.
Talking about the environment, and the reply that Mr. Tokumbo gave, everybody was like, wow, how can a government official do this? Like, I just want to dive into government a little bit, you know. Do you think that it's now politics? Like, it's not like straightforward, like it's not just, they are now putting politics inside?
No, I will not agree to that. It's not political. Okay, take a look at what happened, I think around July 1st or something, where there was heavy downpour and we experienced flood in Lagos. You know, a lot of real estate developers it's not only real estate developers, there are also individual people that buy land, just buy and build 1 unit or 2 units, so that we do not check, we don't do proper chats to be able to know where and where to build. You know, before you start development, there are some regulatory authorities that you have to engage for them to give you, okay, what is this particular area zone for, even to the numbers of heights that you can build, you know. Everything has been zoned, everything has been geomapped. So you need to do your investigation to be able to understand that, oh, am I building on waterways? Am I leaving the right setbacks before, you know? But a lot of us developers, we don't do that. We just say, oh, people, most especially when you buy land, and this happens to a lot of individual developers, when you see that, oh, this place is already developed, people are bidding, a lot of people don't even do due diligence. Once they see that, they have houses here and there and there, oh, Money just approach them, or anybody randomly approach them, I want to sell this property, they just buy and start building with the mindset that the place is residential, probably, or the place is free. It's until when the government now want to use that particular parcel of land for what it is being designated for, then they come up with demolition, then people will say, oh,
sorry, but let me cut you short here. When you're finished. Because I have another situation of them telling somebody that we want to build a canal here, that's I want to bring down your property.
So I'm coming. So now, if you look at the flooding that happened recently, like some days ago, the flood do not differentiate if you are Igbo or Yoruba or Hausa. It did not differentiate if you are in this political party or not political. The flood enters everywhere.
Yes, we have seen that.
So if developers tend to do things the right way, then we will get the right result. But if we do not, I've seen people, when the old demolition started, I've seen houses that were demolished, and the people that built that house, when I see the document they have, yes, they have a title document, but on their survey, it shows that it is a road that passed behind the land. They just, it's a road, just leave the normal setback for the road and build. Why, in the true sense, it is a canal.
But Chief Coach,
so the person that probably sold the land to them, did the survey for them, fenced the land. We were able to see that it's a canal. So they just built.
So in that kind of situation, I have built my house, and after how many years, the government is now telling me that's
that's what I want to include. Permit me to add this. In the US, for example, if somebody commit a crime, immediately you just see policemen immediately. So do we have that kind of body that while we are building, there's this kind of body that will just roam about and see that this thing you're doing is not good, and most likely warn you instead of waiting for you to be done, and then when they are ready, they now come ahead to now say, okay, you know what, we're demolishing this place.
Yeah, but if you have done the right thing that you're supposed to do, you won't start building and expect people to come and tell you that.
Yeah.
Do your normal land information, do your chatting to tell you that this is where this is. Go to the land bureau, make investigation about what you want to buy. They will tell you, oh, this is what to do, this is what to do. Then you do it the right way.
Okay, but
wait, they're like this even in the government sector.
But there's a news that we heard. So we all know that they not Wave Beach, what's the name of this beach? Moist Beach.
Okay.
Good Beach. Please, how far with the government with what they are doing there? Because I heard that they said they're not going on with the project again.
That is the Lagos Calabar coastal.
I thought they said, or is it fake news? Because they said they're not doing it again.
No, the construction is not going. It's just that the parts they wanted to take, they are now going to, because they discovered that there are some sub.
So wait, so are they going to pay those people back?
Yeah, if their properties is genuine and if they have the right title, they can contest it with government.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me take you to
because
the
that's
fact
one
that
of the things. If you buy a property that has a registered title, you can get compensation.
in this Nigeria that we are.
Yes.
In this Nigeria, in Nigeria, in Lagos.
That means your property is override public interest, so they have to pay.
Okay, but
And I heard they've been compensating people.
Okay, I will still do my findings and be sure, because I don't trust.
They've actually been compensating people.
But let's go to like someone that has a building for like 20 years. Let me put you in that shoes. God forbid, it may not happen, but like you've built something for a very long time, and then you wake up one morning and they tell you that, oh, we want to build a canal here. We want to build something here.
No, you see, sometimes government can be very brutal. And sometimes...
Exactly. That's why I want you to,
No, but
hit
sometimes...
the nail.
but sometimes they're also compassionate. In some cases, I've seen cases that it's even very close to us here. Like the whole environment is agric. It's zoned for agriculture.
Yeah.
And people have built just
there.
a few places were given a decision, and the whole place is filled with houses. Sometimes when they come and say, oh, we've marked this place to be for agricultural zoning, and the whole place is now fully residential. People have built. That's why the fact that the title, the status of the land is agric. Sometimes they overlook it and ask them to come and do ratifications, and they just change the whole zoning to residential.
Yeah.
But when your structure that you are building override public interest, when the structure you are building is on waterways, you don't give the right setback. If they overlook it in the next years to come, it might pose as
That's okay.
something that will not affect a whole lot of
people. But talking
but
about,
if we do the right thing, we should be able to.
Okay, but let's talk about the
save
government.
this.
You as chief coach, you as the BRG, do you think that there's anything they can do better when it comes to like handling stuffs about real estate? Do you think they are doing well? Do you think they can do better?
And I believe BRG was not affected in any way. I mean, the properties under BRG.
Yeah, for now we are not affected.
I like the way you say for now. Well, are you expecting someone?
No. For now, none of the BRG property that we've sold in the past or selling currently that is affected, because, like I said, if you said I've seen a lot in this real estate, my real estate journey. I've seen a lot, developers doing all sorts of things, but because we have set the standard that this is what we want to do.
Exactly.
Even sometimes, some properties that we choose not to sell, you see some of our realtors, they will just be, because maybe the noise about that product is viral, it has gone viral, they just jump on it and start selling it. But for us, if we have not done any due diligence, or we are not satisfied with the due diligence, we don't sell.
Don't collaborate.
We don't sell. So that has helped us a lot in the BRG brand. That has helped us a lot. So we stand for what we stood for.
But quickly, because I know that we still need to wrap up, but I quickly want to ask you this. The government, because this is very vital, are they doing well? Can they do better,
In this area
of real estate?
Yeah, the government is doing well, but there is still room for improvement. There's room
In what areas? Want you to specify?
For improvement. Okay, let me take this for instance. We're talking about housing deficit reductions and all of these things. So if we want to reduce housing deficit or totally eradicate it, if we want to do that, there are some things that the government need to do.
Okay.
Like there are some policies that needs to be reviewed.
Reviewed. Okay.
Like the land, there's a lot of bottleneck bureaucracy around the land administration that needs to be reviewed. There's a lot of things that need to be done when it comes to we getting approval for our buildings. You know, there's so much money that is being that you have to pay just because you want to get approval. And which affect the cost of your the cost of the structure you are about to sell, and which also increase the value or increase the cost of that property, and taking out affordability for, because if you want to reduce housing deficit, the properties have to be very affordable. But when you have all of these things in place that is not being checked, the price of the property will be on the high side, and a lot of Nigerians will not be able to afford it.
The company has done great, but I want you to tell me, at what point are you guys going to get to that you feel gratified? Like, where is BRG going to? What is the future of BRG?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. What we see, where we see BRG in the next coming years is that, first of all, we want to keep increasing in our numbers. We want to see how we can, as much as possible, take a lot of people out of the poverty zone and then give them a life of their own. And also, we want to see how we can more improve lives of people through the foundation I talked about, which is the BRG Eye Care Foundation, and also through our cooperative. Now we have a cooperative registered last year called Aston Cooperative. So we want to see how we can touch life as well through that. And also recently acquired a microfinance bank as well to be able to work hand in hand with the cooperative to see how we can touch life and also touch the life of our members, some of them that are doing small businesses. And also through the area of training, we have partnered with a London Real Estate Academy to see how we can give our realtors certified courses, certified education that can help them improve in their sales skills and also become a better salesperson.
Amazing. I've had a fantastic time, and I know that we've passed our time a whole lot, but it's just been a very beautiful conversation. But before I even want to let you go, I just want your last words, to people watching. You're now president of BRG. You've been doing amazing work. We're proud of you. I just want you to tell them your last words, not basically your last words, but like what you want to say to a lot of young people that want to do real estate on this show. Your last words on this show.
Okay, my last
This episode.
On this episode. Are we going to have him again?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Why now?
He's president. He's not going to come again. He's busy.
No, I will definitely make myself available
Okay.
anytime you call on me. But my closing shot for this show is that whatever we want to do, whatever that you set your heart to do, let's do it rightly. Do it the right way so that we can get the right results. If you choose to be a realtor, that, you want to be the middleman between a seller and a buyer, do the right thing. There's a lot of properties, sometimes when you see realtors sales online, when they post, you ask yourself, like, if I'm the buyer, if you are put yourself in the shoes of the buyer, if you are the buyer, will you
Buy that property.
buy that property? So if you are a realtor, you say this is what you want to do, make sure you do the right thing. Do your due diligence before you embark on sales of any project from any developers. Even at BRG, we do our due diligence. Before you sell as a realtor, also do your own due diligence. Before your client make payment, make sure they also do their due diligence so that everybody can be on the same page. As a real estate developers as well, you want to contribute to reduction of the housing deficit, let's also do the right thing. You're supposed to get your approval before you move to site, get the necessary regulatory bodies to be involved before you move to site. Do the right thing, follow the standard practice of construction so that you can get the best result. Don't cut corners, let's just make sure that if we do the right thing, then the world is going to be a better place for every one of us.
Thank you so much. It's been a great episode. High five. I have enjoyed myself that I even forgot about the timing. Thank you so much. We really appreciate. And I'm sure you particularly enjoyed this episode. You know, Dr. Emmanuel has shared with us his success story. And it just tells you that once you have a dream, wherever you're coming from should not limit you. Once you have a dream, there's nothing that you cannot achieve. And I'm sure that you listen to his story and you know that if you're in Ajegunle or wherever you are, you can be somebody and you can make it. Thank you so much for always riding with us. We love you so much. Don't forget to keep liking, keep sharing, keep putting your comments. Because when you do that, you're the reason why we're here. And we always want to give you the very best. So do make sure that you give us all those thumbs up that we truly deserve. My name is Ria Abdul and I did this with
Sarah Smiles.
And we'll see you again on the next episode.
Bye.